Hi there, just a quick one today. There's something that I know people have found really useful when they're doing my Paint It Big course. And we're talking about how you can make particular kinds of marks on your larger scale paintings. So I thought I'd just have a quick chat about that today, and hopefully you'll find it useful. When you're working on larger scale paintings like these ones I've got behind me, these are metre square paintings on canvas. Because I've got them on the wall, and this might sound really obvious, but because I've got them on the wall, when I'm painting with fluid paint, it's going to run down, okay? That's obviously what's going to happen. You're going to get these drips running down your painting. Now when you're using something that's a little bit thicker, you're slightly more impasto or just on a brush, and you're working into areas like this and you don't have that, that's not so much of a problem. But sometimes you might not want this. You might not want these drips running down your surface. And I know some people really like it, and it can work, but not all the time. You don't need it all the time. You don't need to have these drips running down your painting the whole time. And it seems like something you should be doing, working on your paintings, you know, that traditional view of the artist standing at their easel, working on a painting that's arranged vertically in front of them. But it doesn't have to be like that. What you really want to do is get the paint to behave in a way that you're getting what you want out of it. Now, if you want drips running down your painting, well, that's absolutely fine. But if you don't, there's a really obvious way to fix that and get a different kind of mark. So what I'm talking about is getting the painting off the wall, getting it onto some horizontal surface, whether that's on the floor or on a table. It just means you can move the paint around in a completely different way. So when I'm working, I like to use these kind of big, clumsy kinds of tools to move the paint around. Things like these little decorating rollers, they're great for just pushing the paint around the surface. And I've also got this little squeegee. It's just a rubber squeegee used for cleaning your windows. And it's just, again, it's brilliant just for moving the paint around the surface when it's horizontal like this. And I like to drip and pour the paint. It's a completely different kind of mark. If I was going to be doing that sort of mark on a painting like this, there's just no way of doing it. The only thing you can do is sort of flick the paint at the surface, and that's a nice mark in itself, but it's still, if it's too runny, it's just going to run down, and that's not really what you want all the time. So being able to drip and pour the paint, it's a completely different type of mark, and I really enjoy using that sort of process to get these paintings just energetic and exciting. So all this variety in the mark making is what can make your paintings really exciting and interesting to look at when you've got all this different stuff happening and it all comes together to make a coherent and interesting image. Okay, that was it, just a quick one today. If you're interested in finding out more about how I work, how I teach, please check out the links below in the description, and all the information's there on my website. Okay, I'll see you soon.